Are you a PC user who wishes they could get the Katamari Damacy experience on their computers? Or are you someone who has played Katamari Damacy and want a similar experience? The wonderful End of the World could be the game for you. While not explained in-game, the Steam page says that you control a puppet that is tasked with saving as much of the Earth as possible, because the Earth is about to be eaten by a mythological demon. In order to save as much of the Earth as possible, your puppet starts off small, absorbing anything smaller than itself and growing bigger each time it collects enough stuff in the world. The goal of each level is to either collect enough stuff before the timer runs out for an A or A+ grade, or just collect as much as you can to get a passing grade, unlocking the next batch of levels. The game can be controlled in 3 ways: mouse and keyboard, gamepad, or just the mouse, because all you have to do is walk around the map and absorb things. The only levels where you can jump are on the 2 secret levels, and then the only jump button is the spacebar, but that isn't explained anywhere that I've seen. While the game is relatively easy, there are things that will get in your way of an A or A+ rank. For one, inconsistent walking speeds happen on most levels. Sometimes the puppet has great momentum to clear a level, and sometimes it slows down to a crawl. Walking down slopes sometimes help to give it a boost, but for the most part I'm confused as to why I get so slow. Another reason for wasted time is that some bigger objects or creatures bump the puppet back, sometimes continually if the thing is moving against your path. After a while, learning their hitbox and pattern might help to avoid them slowing you down, but sometimes you might have to force your way past these, as the puppet might get stuck behind things blocking your path. The last thing to occasionally get in your way of an A grade is just having to learn the level and the fastest path to grow bigger, because if you learn the levels, the game can be completed in a little over an hour. But that isn't including the 2 extra modes with each level and the 2 secret levels on top of the 12 that are there. The 2 extra modes are unlocked after getting 11 passing grades. The first mode allows you to grab everything with no time limit. The second mode gives you no time limit and no scoring. Just play as long as you like until you want to quit. Visually, most levels look as though someone placed game engine assets into the levels, some seemingly random, and most others in a purposeful way. Each level has its own theme: a Candyland, a black and white word level, an arcade, a library, and more. I think what I like about traveling through these levels is a sense of scale. In one level I start off in a model diorama. Growing bigger allows me to walk out of it and explore a mall. Then after continuous growth I can eventually take down the walls, and the building that the diorama was housed in disappears, absorbed into my puppet's body. So yeah, at times it might not be the prettiest of games, but the way it presents itself is interesting. The audio is also interesting. Beeps, squeaks, slurps, and other random noises as the puppet collects everything in the levels. The music is mostly mellow, with one track including a didgeridoo. The soundtrack works, it's just not that amazing. Overall, I enjoy The Wonderful End of the World. It isn't the most complex game, but I think its simplicity is meant for a kind of relaxing experience, as emphasized by the mostly mellow soundtrack. The bounce back from some creatures isn't as relaxing of an experience, but I learned to deal with it. Basically, it's a weird game taking Katamari Damacy's gameplay, simplifying it, and making it available for Windows. Currently, you can buy The Wonderful End of the World for about $10. Thanks for watching. Any comments, likes, or dislikes on this video, or any of my other videos would be appreciated. My reviews for the classic Macintosh games Aperion and Invaders can be checked out by clicking the annotations on this video. If you want to get in contact with me, message me on YouTube or Twitter.